Apparently is smart when he pulled out and did not allow himself to be blocked in. Authorities appear to be trying to catch up, pass, and once again, they appear to be trying to slow this particular person down. And they have him close, and it looks like they are going to box him in unless he tries to get by, and he has gotten by on the shoulder and the chase continues once again. We do not know how far they are from Intercontinental Airport, but he was traveling in that general vicinity on Interstate 45.
Again, this chase began at 45 and Webster around, let's see, about 5 or 6 minutes ago. As you can see, this is a black car, and it's going pretty fast. Earlier, it was going to be blocked in by about 3 police cars, but he managed to get by on the side of the road there on the shoulder, and he continues along his way of 45 northbound towards Hobby Airport, as we understand. And there you can see a police car is closing in on him once again, and hopefully they're going to try to put a stop to this chase that's going on at this moment in time.
We don't know what exactly started this chase, but it was picked up about 12:25, so I guess they've been on the highway for close to 10 minutes now. Houston police have been trying to intercept this particular individual in this car. We have pilot James Thomas up following this chase as well. James, what can you tell us from your vantage point? Because what we see is a tight shot of a car. How many police vehicles are out there? And we've seen them trying to box him in. Is that a good strategy at this point?
It is a good strategy in this scenario, Jose, and there's about 6 cars involved, and we're northbound 45 coming up just about Scott area around the University of Houston. And this car has not been traveling very fast, which is kind of unusual. About its top speed so far has only been about 60 or 70 miles per hour.
I see. Now, is this a good time to possibly call in ahead for other patrol cars ahead to try to stop him, or possibly put out spikes? Certainly, to get as many patrol cars involved as they can up ahead. Divert traffic. Fortunately, there hasn't been very much traffic on the road, but if they can get a jump on this, get a patrol car out ahead and get some spikes down. Again, getting spikes out on a freeway can be tricky. You have a lot of lanes to cover and you have a lot of traffic to deal with.
There seems to be a strategy of trying to get in front of this individual, maybe to slow him down and possibly box him in, but he's kind of shady out there and, you know, traveled to the right shoulder of the road and kind of slipped by when they did try to box him in.
He certainly has. He's definitely being wily in this situation, but that is realistically the best situation to avoid any other problems, especially before he gets into the downtown area, if possible.
James, any chatter on the airwaves there saying what possibly started this chase?
Well, so far we've just heard that it was possible traffic violation, but we haven't really heard a lot in detail.
Now, it looks like there are other agencies besides Houston PD involved. Can you tell us?
Yes, sir. The lead car that just passed up ahead there appears to be a Precinct 8 constable's car, and there are a couple of Precinct 8 cars involved in this chase.
Now, what are the chances of them actually trying to box this guy in, or does he have open highway in front?
Well, right now he's actually coming up into some kind of heavy traffic here, as I can see ahead. We're just about to come into the downtown area, and hopefully they can get him stopped here, but there is a fair amount of traffic up ahead.
How do they deal with heavy traffic in situations like this?
Generally try to get a few patrol cars up ahead, try to get them off the road if possible, and/or get them off onto the feeder if possible.
Well, it looks like they may have succeeded, but then again, they may not have. This guy is really wily out there, isn't he?
Yeah, he's definitely maneuvering around. For someone that hasn't been driving very fast to evade the police, he's certainly maneuvering the car quite a bit.
Now, James, I'm just curious. They almost had him boxed in there. Why didn't the police officer just veer more to the right to try to block him in so he couldn't get around him?
Well, again, they try not to make intentional contact with the vehicle. That's certainly policy.
Now, with this particular situation, I just saw an HPD cruiser get involved as well, but we're dealing with public safety downtown right now.
Yes, sir, we are. We're definitely concerned about the public safety in this situation here. And it looks like he might be taking the 59 exit so he can go out towards the East X Freeway here.
Now, does it look like there's heavy traffic on 59?
At this stage, no, ma'am, there does not. However, once we get around on the north side of town, we all know that it can start to build in that area.
Now, in situations like this, I can only assume that police are running with their lights on so folks can hear and see in the rearview mirrors what's taking place?
Absolutely. They will be running with full emergency equipment on, lights, sirens, horns, anything they possibly can to draw attention to other motorists in the area and hopefully get them to pull over and move out of the way so this can play through.
James, any word if it's just one person in the car or more?
No, not at this point. It's really hard to see into this vehicle. It certainly has blacked out windows, and where it's undeterminable how many people are in here.
The speed seems to have picked up a little bit. Can you give us a guesstimate on what you think he might be doing right now?
Actually, I'm traveling at about 65 knots over the ground, so that puts him at probably only about 55 or 60 miles per hour.
It seems like there's few cars on the roads. Of course, that can be deceiving because you are pretty tight into this shot. Up ahead, a lot of cars?
No, right now it's fairly sporadic at this point. Not very many cars on the roadway right in this area.
Give us an idea of you being a police officer yourself. What do you think about when you're in a chase like this? Your adrenaline is pumping because you're going after someone.
Well, certainly, yeah, your adrenaline's way up there, and you're certainly looking out up ahead or hoping to see if any other vehicles will pull out in the way. Safety is the biggest concern here. Safety for yourself, all the other officers involved, the public, anyone that can potentially come into this scene, and we know that that can certainly happen. We're always looking out up ahead and trying to get this thing to end as quickly as possible.
Is that, no, we see one patrol car right in front of him, or to the side of him, I should say. Are there any more up ahead?
Well, at this point, I can see several HPD cars out ahead, probably a good half mile up ahead or so.
So about how many cars or patrol cars are involved at this point that you can tell?
They're what we consider to be the three primary pursuing vehicles, and then usually falling back behind to help in any way they possibly can. There's approximately about 5 or 6 more cars back behind now.
Has there been any attempt to shut down the interstate ahead of this chase?
Not ahead, not that I can see from this point. And if y'all excuse me just a moment, Jose Toslin, I'm going to have to deal with the airspace issue here real quick. We may be headed up into Intercontinental's airspace at this point.
Okay, well, James Thomas, thank you so very much, and we'll let you get back to your duties, your other duties of flying the aircraft. And right now it appears that they may be successful in trying to box this particular vehicle in right now. Houston PD is in the front. You've got constables, deputies on the side, and then there is a third vehicle moving in there.
This driver seems to be very persistent, Jose. As you can see, he just squirmed his way through those patrol cars. He continues along his way there. I believe he is still on 45 going north towards the Beltway at this point in time. Now, this chase started around 12:30, we should say, and it started at 45 in Webster. Right now, it's being considered a possible traffic violation that this person tried to get away from police officers. We understand that HPD is after this person, as well as Precinct 8 constable cars.
Well, he has now exited the freeway, and he appears to be driving through a residential area. If police officers, there are police officers in hot pursuit behind him, at least 3 vehicles. Apparently, they're going to have to regroup from being on the freeway and now change their tactic to working inside of a residential area. Sky Fox is over the scene, and as you can see, this particular black car, or it appears to be a black car, is traveling very fast through a residential area.
Now, right now, this residential area looks pretty empty, but that could be deceiving. We don't know if there are any, what's up ahead. There could be pedestrians. There could be other things. Well, as you can see, he's turning right now onto another road. We're trying to see. We're being blocked right now by the trees. And, you know, there might be small children outside playing, but now it seems like he's gotten back onto a highway, onto a road there. Again, police are in pursuit of a vehicle, a person who is believed to have caused or violated a traffic, or had a traffic violation, that is. Now, this chase started at 45 in Webster. Again, we should say that to you. We don't know how many people are in the car at this point in time. We understand that HPD is trying to block this person in. They were trying to do that earlier, and right now they are in pursuit of about 3 cars, and we understand that he's going about 50 to 60 miles per hour.
He apparently exited the freeway and then, 45, and then went to 59, and now he appears to be stopped in what appears to be a median, almost getting hit by a truck, and he is down. He's back up, being chased, and now he has been tackled by one of the officers, and now there are about 5 or 6 other officers making sure that they can subdue this particular individual.
It appears one person has been caught. As you can see, one person apparently in the car only. Right now, HPD is putting this person in custody, in handcuffs at this point in time. This chase started around 12:30 at 45 in Webster. Right now, police are apprehending this individual who is wanted for possibly a traffic violation, and now possibly more charges will be heaped on him.
Now, this capture appears to have taken place in the 5th Ward area after he exited 45, went to 59, then exited 59, and went into one of the neighborhoods in the 5th Ward. That food service truck right there almost struck that suspect down because when he stopped his vehicle, he just ran out in the roadway thinking about crossing the street, and the truck apparently stopped just moments before hitting him, and then a police car came up, bumped him, knocked him down, and then other officers exited their vehicles and tackled him. And he is now in custody on the back of that police car that is in the center of your screen right now. Other officers are on the scene making sure that the situation is under control. But as Toslin was saying, we do believe that it was a traffic violation that was about to cause a stop by police. All of a sudden, he took off, and a chase has gone from southeast Houston to the area in northeast Houston of the 5th Ward. There will be more on this story tonight on Fox 26 News at 9. We're now returning you to your regular programming.